What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and I'm George. This is Bert. We're Baggers and Brews. Today's video, we are going to install CIRO's Tour Blade. All right, so CIRO's LED lighted Tour Blade run turn brake lights comes in two models. It comes with a controller and it comes without a controller. So if you don't have any CIRO parts or you don't have a run brake controller on your motorcycle when you're putting this on, you're going to need to go with the controller. All right, but I already have a bunch of stuff on there, so mine is without. We're going to open this up. Not too much in here. We got CIRO's color instructions. All right, we have stuff is all nice and taped up. This Tour Blade, a nice big plastic box, and we have some zip ties and a wire extension in here, and some dielectric grease. All right. So here's the part. First thing we're going to do is we are going to mark the tourpak with some painter's tape, because it's when you put this on, it's going to go right underneath the seat rest, and you need to mark where that seat rest is going to be. So let's get that going. So like we said, first thing we're going to mark the back of this seat here with some painter's tape, so that we know where the Tour Blade is going to go, because we are going to have to take off this passenger backrest here. All right, next thing we're going to do is take off this passenger backrest, and these are 1/2-inch nuts on here.
Yes, it does.
All right. So 1/2-inch socket, we're just going to take these three bolts right here off. This sticks with 3M tape along here, and this is one of those spots of the bike definitely that, it doesn't get a lot of wax, but does get some dirt that you can't get to. Regardless, whenever you're dealing with 3M, always like to use a little rubbing alcohol. Usually 70% is fine, and then just clean the entire area where you're going to be applying any of this tape. All right, so this light has a natural curve to it. It's curved to, fit the back of the passenger backrest. What we did here is we taped out, obviously, like we said, along the back of where the backrest comes out, because we want to be underneath the backrest. And where the backrest attaches, there's a mounting tab that goes right here. So you don't want to be too far back, because you don't want to touch that mounting tab. All right. And then we put it about where we want it to, and we tape these ends so that we know when we go down, we're going to start on this end, and it'll just take its natural curve all the way across. There?
I'm in. I can set down at any point.
Okay, set down.
I think you're good, man.
Yeah, I think it's on. Sweet. Yeah, we're right on it. I don't want to press too hard. As you can see, this thing is obviously it's an LED. Very cool looking piece. All right, so now we're going to reinstall the backrest, and just real quick, I wanted to show you. This is the tab. This is the mounting tab in here that they're telling you to be close to. Obviously, there's plenty of room, but that's why they don't want you to put the light too far back, because you're going to go around that tab. All right, so we'll get this on next. I have the run brake turn module here, all right, and then I have a splitter coming off because I have latch lights and I have the panel filler lights. Now, each one of these, there's a purple and a brown wire on here. Okay, so you can see this is all going to the left side of the bike. The purple is going to go on the left, and the brown is going to go to the right. This is going to go to that. And then this other one is going to go on here. All right, and this is the purple. So as I said, the purple is going to go to the left side of the bike. We'll put a little grease on here. This a little too much there. And where is my one on this side of the bike? Is right here. Okay. We'll get that connected, and then we'll come over here and we will get this connected, and that's it. And then we're gonna figure out all this wire management right here real quick as well. All right, so it's all connected. Before we get the wires all cinched down, we're just gonna turn it on, make sure everybody works good. And there we go. And we got brake, and we got some hazards. And we're just gonna check our blinkers, right? Cool. So that's it. We're just gonna get these wires wrapped up and get everything tucked away nice and neat. And then we'll wrap it up. We got some 3M tape. Always good to have some extra 3M tape around. And CIRO gave you these cable ties that they usually give you. And I feel like where this is, I want to make sure, one, that it doesn't get, there's no tension ever that's getting pulled off the light. And I think this 3M is going to be a little bit cleaner than the cable ties.
And it pulled off. Of course it did.
All right, so my idea of the 3M tape, that didn't work because the 3M tape did not adhere to this wire at all. Like, it just fell off.
I wanted no parts of that wire.
So what I did was I wanted to make sure that there was no tension. We took the backrest back off because I wanted to make sure there was no tension with the opening and closing of the lid. Put one of these cable ties up here on the lid. This will be underneath the seat. You won't see that. And then I put another cable tie down on a tourpak. And I'm just going to take the appropriate amount of slack, and then we will zip tie everything up down below and get it cleaned up. So yeah, pretty easy, not crazy involved install, more just being meticulous and making sure that, you know, it's buttoned up. It's something that's definitely like out in view that you can see.
Yeah.
I was probably a little bit more paranoid and overthought about like the wire routing than I should have been. But I don't want anything pinched. I don't want anything, you know.
You want it right, and you don't want
Yeah.
any of those wires showing,
Yep.
looking ugly, so you got to get it positioned just right. And
Looks good now. Plenty bright. It's awesome having that extra brake light up top. It's
looks good.
blinkers, and I like it's lighting up high.
Yeah.
You know, so you have that in the tourpak, but this really, it looks good up there.
No, it's a cool looking light. Dig it.
And you can't really see it when the
No.
bike's off. I mean, it's tucked underneath this backrest.
Yeah.
And I think that's the big thing. If you just take your time and you tape off everything and you get that positioned right, like that's the bulk of the work.
Simple.
So, and remember, there'll be a link down below for this light. And remember when you're ordering it that if you do not have a brake turn controller, a run brake turn controller, you need one. All right,
Yeah.
and that's why they have two different model numbers. And most of CIRO's products are like that, whether you're going with bag blades or you're going with the filler panel lights. You only need one run brake controller, and then you can get adapters that go off of that. So.
And make sure when you're checking out CIRO, you click I found it from Baggers and Brews.
The little Baggers and Brews button there.
Look us up.
All right, so thanks for watching this far, and hit that subscribe button and hit that thumbs up and ring the bell so you know when we upload new content.
Faux show.
And that's it. We will catch you in the next one.
Later.